Gunambate kalihulu kaule mama wangu semene. Gunambate kalihulu kaule mama. My name is Teresa Ngambi, and I started music a long time ago, I think. Professionally, I started in 2005, like to go and sign a record label, and then you start recording. My first studio was with Charlie Mlalami at Sling Beats. Then there was Mampi and Ozzy and yeah, Chameleon. But just the journey of music to start singing, I started at the age of 5. I remember how I used to trouble my grandmother to sing those old story songs. Kuwavuta maningi kuti nilizireni nikambireni ndano. But I fell in love with music just at the very, very young age. So as I grew up, somehow I used to sing different kinds of music that time, when the Boys to Men, when the Mariah Carey. And then I was everywhere. And also when I went to school at Evelyn Hall College, and then to go and at first I went to do secretarial course, and I fell in love with the guitar, and then Noah Muitwa, my friend, is the one who taught me how to play, and he taught me only 2 chords, and then I changed along the process, and then I went to do music. So there I discovered more of the things that I never knew, and it grew up from there. And then I was in different places. My first time in studio was at Roma side. Then there was TK and the brothers. It was in 1999. I was really young then. I was 19, 20, somewhere there. So, we've been around for quite a while. I was quite young and not very exposed. When I found myself, like when we've been hired or we are playing music to the audience, then you have the band, and then the band members, they live in different places. So abwera pajanishi ali hapa abwera pa time yake, and then the function has started, and then there's nothing happening, and the people are just wondering, they are quiet. So I thought to myself, like, if there could be something I could do. So that was like just an answer. So it started from there. The passion grew, and I got connected to the guitar, and then I went to African drum and all that. So from there I was like, okay. After I composed one song, and then it was during a function, I can't remember that function. So, and then I started playing that guitar. I played that song, and before I know it, the band members, all of them, Babwera, Wafika, so in that led me to even like improve and develop. Oh, okay, so it makes sense and people like it. So I continued with that. Yeah, so up to now, I still do music and I love it. I love music. I don't see myself do anything else apart from it. And I believe that when you have something in your heart that you need to give to the people, and it's maybe not happening at the time you expected, sometimes it turns out to be a pain in your heart. And I used to sing gospel music, by the way. I used to sing gospel music, but I don't know, sometimes you cannot blame anyone for some things that you cannot control. I've had albums and they've been crashing. Our album in a crash, our computer in a crash, our computer is, so you keep on starting and starting again. But this one, the one that I have, is something that I recorded from Livingstone. I just said, what, enough is enough, I need to just record. So yeah, so that was the sound that I came with from Livingstone. And even the producer that I worked with, Happy Shali, he was a very good producer who never really did the kind of songs that I was doing, but we worked very well together with him. So I'm so happy that I'm still doing music and I have an album to my name. I only have one, unfortunately, but there's also one which is ready. But now, things have changed now. Things have really, really changed now, and the game has changed. So we need to. People are now releasing singles. So while I'm promoting other songs, then the other album now is coming out. It's no longer working the same way as it is. I've featured with Click Viral, Makanja, done a few mix with Ice Queen and Bombshell. Yeah, and then also there's Makanja Femix that we've done, the version, and the first version with Click Viral that I've featured. And also there's the Conservation Music, the song that we did with Maureen, Pompey, and James Sakala, and Sharps. These are very great artists, and it was very wonderful to work with them. So yeah, so that's a song we've done together. Samarilan is talking about nature, how to take care of wildlife and all. Yeah. Now that I know that the game has changed, I would like to also work with young artists, like those who are doing trap, those who are doing rap. I don't want to be that kind of an artist who will just be static. You are just in one place. No, I think music is social, and music speaks a language. Music must bring people together, despite of whatever kind of types of music or genre that you are into. And I would love to work with different kinds of artists, all of them, male, female, black, white, green. Variable and such, but I want to just work with them. The album title is Mandu, because I sing the story of my life, if that makes sense. There are people who are very good. They are writers. They are writers. They write about their life. But I thought to myself, like, it's for the sake of others, because we are human beings and we relate our lives in different ways. And I know that what I've gone through, my happiness and my pain and everything, is related to another. Even that person has also experienced that. Of course, not exactly, but in different ways. So if I express my thoughts and I express my life in this music, it might help someone out there. So far so good, and people are really appreciating, and I am so grateful. I would like to call it traditional music. Yes, it's traditional music, but now I am giving it my own name, Kanjiwa music, because I love nature, and the music is inspired from nature. I love trees, I love birds, I love animals, I love nature. And why Kanjiwa is because I love the way the sounds it makes as if it's telling a story. So I relate myself like that bird. So I would like to call that music Kanjiwa music. But when you love something, when you're passionate about something, it will give you inner peace. Even if it does not pay you then, but it gives you that inner peace. That's a natural gift that God has given you. And everything that God has given to us, it has no pain with it, it has no sorrow with it. Even if it has not rewarded you in any material or whatever, but just keep on following that thing in you. And also decay, like, be patient. Patience mwandi ni chintu chakuti it's very difficult to wait. It's painful to wait. It's very painful to wait for something. Oh, but unfortunately, that's how it has to be. You have to wait. You have to wait to mature. Sometimes the music might be ready and you are not ready. Sometimes you don't need to. There are certain things you need to put yourself in the right place at the right time. And when you do that, that requires a process. Unfortunately, it's a process. Just the way everything is being processed. When you're cooking shima, you cannot just start mamba kutia kula. Remember, first mavulili, there is a process. So that process requires time. And everybody of us will need to wait until that time. So I really, really appreciate even to be given such a platform, the Zambian Music Blog. It's really nice. So I hope everybody else would come to support.